If you missed the Formula One action earlier today, a chance now to relive the Austrian Grand Prix.
Welcome to the A1 ring, high up in the Austrian mountains, the picturesque setting for round 9 of the Formula One World Championship. Mika Häkkinen has a real chance to extend his lead this weekend after Michael Schumacher sustained that broken leg at Silverstone. With their lead driver out for the next 3 races at the very least, Ferrari have drafted in Mika Salo to help Eddie Irvine take the fight to McLaren. With news of that and of the qualifying session, here's James Allen.
This short Austrian track often produces close grids, and with rain a real possibility, the main players came out early. Super sub Mika Salo was first to put up a quick time. He's been taking driving tips from Michael Schumacher by telephone and would end the session 7th fastest as he got to grips with the Ferrari. Countryman Mika Häkkinen's McLaren couldn't get a grip at all, breaking down on the Finns' formation lap, but a quick lift back to the spare car and the world champion was right on the money, grabbing provisional pole by over half a second.
11.4, terrific lap.
Now leading the Ferrari charge, Eddie Irvine was totally committed, power sliding his way around the last corner, but ending up 3rd on the grid, complaining of brake problems on his car. With confidence boosted by his British Grand Prix win, David Coulthard pulled out all the stops and wrestled provisional pole back from Häkkinen. It was a good performance from fellow Brit Johnny Herbert, who hoisted the Stewart to 6th, his best for the team, but a disappointing showing from Damon Hill, down in 11th place after the highs of Silverstone. Even worse for Damon was that teammate Heinz-Harald Frentzen was on his usual fine form and grabbed 4th place on the grid. But the McLaren duo were enjoying their advantage, and it was down to Mika Häkkinen to prove that anything DC can do, he can do better.
It looks as though David Coulthard is going to lose the provisional pole position with 18.5 minutes to go. And he has 1 minute 10.9. That is incredible.
Coulthard fought back in the dying moments, but could not bet a second. Häkkinen achieves his 7th pole of the season and the 17th of his career. So McLaren fills the front row of the grid for the 4th time this year, with Häkkinen again leading Coulthard. Eddie Irvine lurks behind them in 3rd, followed by Frentzen and the Stewarts of Barrichello and Johnny Herbert. Mika Salo will start his first race for Ferrari from 7th, ahead of Ralf Schumacher, Jacques Villeneuve and homeboy Alex Wurz. On row 6 is Damon Hill in the Jordan and Giancarlo Fisichella, followed by Jarno Trulli's Prost, Alex Zanardi's Williams and Ricardo Zonta in the 2nd BAR. Pedro Diniz starts ahead of teammate Jean Alesi, and then it's Olivier Panis and the Minardis and arrows of Luca Badoer, Toru Takagi, Pedro de la Rosa and Marc Genet. It's the Austrian Grand Prix with your commentators Martin Brundle and Murray Walker.
Watch the lights, top left corner of your screen.